in this incident had deeply impacted Rolls-Royce. He was trying to overcome this loss, but in 1911 he got another shock. His health started deteriorating rapidly, and the doctor told him that he had bowel cancer. But even after this, the doctor said that he would only live for 3 months. Even in this condition, Rolls-Royce kept improving the design and engineering of the Silver Ghost. After 13 months, Royce achieved 100% recovery. Ground clearance was increased, suspension was improved, and the chassis was also made strong. But the company was worried that the people were putting inappropriate mascots, which could negatively impact the image of Rolls Royce. That's why they designed their own mascot. In the other mascot, a British actress named Eleanor Thornton and a model were used. This sculpture shows a woman leaning forward. Her hand was stretched backward and there is a strong wind blowing on them. This mascot symbolizes a sense of great freedom and the speed. Its name is the Spirit of Stacy. By the 1913, their profit was more than £9,000 and there were the plan to expand the branch internationally. What was first started in 1914, but the Rolls-Royce was not ready for it, which impacted luxury car companies like Rolls-Royce. Sales crashed and the company had to fire its employees, but Rolls-Royce had some other plans. Rolls-Royce met with the military authorities, after which they realized that the reliable and high-performance car were needed in the war. That's why Rolls-Royce was modified the Silver Ghost and turned into an armed car. 8 mm thick armor was installed in the car body. A revolving turret was also installed with a machine gun and fitted. This car was used to conduct operation in harsh desert region of the Middle East. Plus, it was also used for spying mission. Also, because the Silver Ghost was very smooth to drive, it was also the best vehicle to carry a wounded soldier. That's why many Silver Ghosts were modified like war ambulances. There was a sufficient space for stretcher, medical equipment, and nurses. Electric lighting were fitted for the nighttime mission. Finally, due to this luxury feature, Rolls-Royce were used by high-ranking officer and diplomatic mission and a king messenger during the war. Air Force was heavily dependent on the French companies for its airplane engine, and the government desperately wanted a British company to supply its engine. Rolls-Royce himself learned aero engine and design launched this first engine in 1915, the Eagle. This engine was more reliable, light, and fuel efficient than the competition. That's why the British Air Force ordered 1500 Eagle engine by the end of the year. In the end of 1915, Rolls-Royce made the Hawk engine for the light aircraft. In the 1916, Rolls-Royce made the smaller version of the Eagle, the Falcon engine. And in the 1918, Rolls-Royce made the Condor engine of the large and long-range aircraft. Britain got a major advantage in the aerial combat spying mission and submarine operation and the bombing mission. And even today, the Rolls-Royce engine are used in thousands of American military aircraft. After the next 15 years, Rolls-Royce focused on the both car and aero engine. He launched a smaller and the cheaper car named 20. Unfortunately, the sales of the 20 were not very impressive, and the competition had increased due to the bird like Bentley, Delmar, and the Cadillac in the luxury car market. Rolls-Royce needed a bold car to maintain its position. The Silver Ghost and launched the new Phantom with a better performance and the four-wheel brake. Phantom was quite successful and the made Rolls-Royce the king of the luxury car again. In the future, the Phantom 2 was also launched with equally well received. After this, it was a successful blend of the Rolls-Royce and Bentley. On the April 22, 1930, 7-year-old Henry Rolls-Royce took his last breath. One hand iconic car like a Phantom 3, Silver Shadow, and the Ghost were launched. On the other hand, he had to face financial difficulty in 1960, due to which this aviation and automobile business were separated, and currently Rolls-Royce is owned by B&W Motors.